There's two things you can expect from this channel: cartel execution ass lighting and a nerd being a fucking nerd. Now, I don't know if you guys even actually knew this, but I actually run an organization, a group of nerds, if you will, called the Raven Development Team. Now, our website looks pretty shit right now. It's pretty kind of janky. It's function over form is how I would describe it, because it's not exactly the flashiest website ever or anything. And here's all of our members. Now, there's a lot of news to go over today, and the reason why I'm explaining to you first what the Raven Development Team is because that's important context. I feel like I've never just sat down in a video and given you guys full context, really, you know? So a lot of people actually think that Talon is Raven. No, no, no. So Raven is the team behind Talon. And the Betanet project that all of you know, that's now called the Alternet project, by the way. We changed the name due to popular demand. Mostly people hated the name Betanet, and I started to agree. The Alternet project is ran by the Raven development team, and I own the Raven development team. So hopefully that clears it up, because I know there's been some confusion about that, especially from some people in my comments and everything. Now, there's massive news to share today, and a lot of it. So I'm going to start with kind of the lesser news, and we're going to work up to the hype news. So I want to start off this by saying we are actually working on a documentary about the flock cameras. Now, me and don't expect some like Hollywood level production quality or anything, because it's me and a high school buddy of mine who's a photographer and has a good camera and stuff, and me and Pharaoh and everything, we're sitting down, we're doing research on the flock cameras, and basically the whole idea is I want to, there's a lot of misinformation about the cameras, a lot of misunderstandings about the cameras. There's a lot of lying from the flock company about their products and deception about their products and everything. So I want to make a concise video that just completely lays everything out factually and skips all the fear mongering, all the shit, and just cuts to the chase of it. And then also, I think that it's very valuable to get the perspective of people outside of the digital world, you know, because the whole internet, like YouTube and everything, kind of accidentally becomes one massive echo chamber, because you'll see like certain crazy views, you'll see certain perspectives online, but then the second you step out into the real world, the general consensus is pretty different. So I think it's very important to present all sides, including those of the less tech-savvy users that aren't really on the web, aren't really on the internet and everything. So I've actually been venturing outside, interviewing people, just locals and everything, ask them questions, what they think about the cameras and everything. Like we talked to this one dude who's a father of three and an engineer and everything, lives in this one neighborhood here in Texas, and we talked about the cameras. He had no idea the cameras are even going up, and his tax dollars are paying for it. So, I mean, but anyways, it was. So we're working on the documentary. The main theme, actually, for the documentary, the song, is actually on Spotify, because I'm actually producing the music. So if you want to go check that out, my Spotify has it. But anyways, that's besides the point. So now that that's out of the way, I want to go ahead and show you guys that actually the website that I showed you, the function over form website, that's not great. I actually did redesign the website, and I'll go ahead and show it to you all now. So if I go ahead and go here and then go to localhost at 8000, you will see this is what the website looks like. And ignore the loading and everything. The loading is always weird on localhost. Now, there's a little carousel here of the different software that we have, and the hover effect on the buttons. I'm a big fan of this hover effect in particular, where it like hones in. I really like the look of that. And then we have the different options. So this looks way more polished, I would say, way more concrete compared to what we have right now. And I'm very obsessed with I'm absolutely obsessed with the hover effect on the nav options. You can see it right here. And this, you would not believe how long it took me to make this fucking thing right here. So you scroll down here. Thank you to these guys, by the way. Shout out to these guys. So these two have actually been very long-term supporters, and he's joined us recently too. So thank you very much. Shout out to these people for sponsoring. These people are the highest donating tier. So we have different membership tiers for our donations, and the highest tier gets you displayed on our website as a sponsor. So these three are displayed. So shout out to those guys, by the way. Thank you very much. So you scroll down here and you can see why Raven exists. Now, actually, I did just realize my webcam was on, so you didn't get to see it. This is what it looks like without the webcam on. This is kind of how the whole page would look. I just want to make sure I wasn't like blocking it up with the camera. So why Raven exists, you can actually stop and read this if you'd like. This is the reason why Raven exists. This is why I do what I do. And you scroll to the bottom here and it's, I think this website's just way cleaner, looks way nicer. If I go and show you this is the roadmap page, I think it looks way nicer. You may be actually reading some of the things on here. This might actually concern a lot of you if you read it, but hear me out, I'll get to it. So you guys may be reading a lot of this, so this is actually everything we're going to be talking about today. Hiring a new member for Alternet. So Betanet has been renamed to Alternet for those of you who don't know. And the reason why we did that, by the way, is just because a ton of people hated the name, and honestly, I started to hate the name too. Alternet just makes a lot more sense. Alternative net, duh. So Alternet is the Betanet project, same thing. Except it's gotten to a point, of course, where I was running it single-handedly, and that couldn't really be the case. If you want a competent project done properly, you can't just have a singular 17-year-old in his bedroom trying to make an alternative to the web, right? That is a massive project. And so we need people with experience. And also, not to mention, I'm running the entirety of Raven, right? So I don't have time to just fully devote to Alternet like that. So we need manpower, of course, competent people to come in and work on the project. And that's where homework comes in. So he is now the lead developer of Alternet, and I've taken kind of a more managerial approach where I'm still overseeing the whole project. I'm very in tune with everything. I'm very directly involved in the project still, but rather than me solely trying to run the whole project, it's Homework who's taking the lead. And we're actually working on hiring someone new. And this dude it's not 100% confirmed. We're still like negotiating, talking through and everything. So don't get your hopes 100% up yet, but we're pretty confident, it's going to end up working out. And but this guy is a very talented Rust developer, and he's very passionate about the project too. So we're going to be very happy to have him on if he does end up joining the team. We are, if worst case scenario, if he doesn't end up on the team, we are going to be still looking for someone else. But Homework has already been working on the project. He has like over 5 years of experience in systems architecting and working in businesses and working with these kinds of systems and networking and everything. So he knows what he's doing. And he's bringing on someone new to the team. And this person, they would both be working on the project, solely focused on it directly, managing the project. And I would be kind of just taking that managerial role, like I said. And as far as a deadline, when you can expect Alternet to come out, because I know a lot of people ask me this: when's Alternet? When's Betanet? When is it coming out? When is it being released? I really don't want to give a deadline, and the reason why is because I would rather be late and incorrect than be on time and wrong. I would rather take my time and get it right, because this needs to be a competent project that actually delivers. We're not trying to just ride the hype train. We're trying to actually do a competent, proper project. It's like whenever the fundraising happened, the crypto community got wind of our project and started fundraising a bunch of money for us in crypto. And that's actually, by the way, how we're hiring Homework and the other peoples with that money. So again, thank you very much to those people who did it, seriously. But they were saying, when I took the funds out and I was saying, hey, because they were telling me, pump it, keep the coin going, get money up or whatever. And I was like, first off, this isn't a crypto project. I don't, a lot of people conflated Betanet with being a crypto scam. It's not a crypto scam. And I think part of that was conflated with the whole crypto that was made to fundraise for the project and everything. And so they were like, yeah, keep it going and everything. And we were just like, we don't want to be just maximum hyper. We're trying to like actually make a competent, successful protocol here. Because the whole idea is to make a decentralized alternative to the web stack, so HTTPS and DNS. And we're not trying to just, live off hype and then walk away with cash. That's not what this is supposed to be. And all the money that was fundraised, by the way, is going directly back into the Alternet project. So, like with hiring homework and this other developer, with allocating as many resources, oh Jesus Christ, as we can to the project and whatnot. Now, you guys actually can, if you ever, I don't know where the wallet address would be actually. There you go. Got the wallet address. It's right there. That is it is on the Solana chain. It's USDC, and that is the crypto wallet that we use. And that houses all the funds. And the cool part is there's full transparency with USDC. So if we ever transfer money anywhere, if we ever spend this money or anything like that, you guys will know immediately. You guys will be able to see everywhere the money goes. That's kind of the cool part about crypto. I'm not a crypto guy, okay, nor is this a crypto project, but I mean that is just a nice little touch there. It's cool that they were did that for us. So, but I just want to make sure I mentioned that because I know some people were even saying like, "Oh, is he just trying to live off hype to like walk away with money on this and stuff?" No, all the money that's in the wallet right now, you guys can track and see exactly where it's going. We haven't touched the money, and we're going to be paying homework $5,000 after he successfully makes a 1.0 proof of concept implementation of Alternet, and we'll be paying the other developer $5,000 if we hire him on. So that I just wanted to clear up some of what's going on with the Alternate project right now. We're going to be hiring on this new guy, and there is no exact deadline, but that's just because we want to get it right instead of imposing some bullshit deadline and then trying to rush to the finish line and getting it wrong. Now, Talon and Talon Light. So we're going to be pushing an update very soon for Talon and Talon Light because Talon Light is a little more. Is it Talon or Talon? No, it's Talon, I believe. Is a little more up to date than Talon Light is. So, for example, it has a actual loading spinner on the UI now. Meanwhile, Talon Light doesn't. So, just little inconsistencies like that because one's more up to date than the other. So, we're gonna actually be pushing an update that makes them consistent, that actually catches them both up to date. We're actually going to be improving the debloating process by adding better error handling, specifically around the web browser, because the way that we install web browsers it sucks, but it's kind of the best we got, really. It's this package manager called Chocolatey, and it's pretty good of a package manager, except if you try to select Google Chrome right now, I think it legitimately just fails and crashes and shits the bed completely. So we're going to actually be trying to add better error handling there, and we're also going to be adding it so, because you see the thing is Talon has always been focused on less tech savvy users, and that's always going to be our target audience. But the best kind of tools are the tools that cater to tech savvy users and less tech savvy users and cater to them well. So we're adding more command line options to Talon. Specifically, like right now, we already added it for Talon where you can actually pass custom config files for it. And you can skip specific steps. There's headless installs now. And we're even going to be adding it where, because Talon is built upon CCT WinUtil and Rafi's Win11 debloat, if you didn't know. And currently you can pass a custom WinUtil config, but you can't actually modify any of the settings for Rafi's Win11 debloat yet. So we're actually going to be adding command line setting where you can actually specify the args that you want to pass to the utility. So that way you can actually customize it more thoroughly and everything. Because originally, actually, we were planning to have Talon CLI, which was going to be like a purely terminal-based version of Talon, and it was going to be a paid version because, we've been trying to figure out how to monetize Raven, right? Because obviously, in order for us to be able to do all that we do, in order for me to be able to make the software that I do, in order for me to, we run all the stuff that we run, in order for us to operate this way, we need to make money somehow. And donations are very helpful, very much so. And I really appreciate everyone who donates. However, it's not sustainable to fully, it's not something you should fully rely on because donations aren't sustainable. And relying entirely on altruism, relying entirely on the goodwill of strangers on the internet isn't exactly a sustainable business model now, is it? So we were thinking of making Talon CLI and selling it to businesses as like kind of a headless version of Talon and everything. And then we decided against it and decided we're just gonna make the free version kind of both. And that's for the better, I think, because the angle we're taking with Raven now is we're planning to actually do paid services and then all of our software be free. So we're gonna have completely free software. Our software is always gonna remain free forever. But then when it comes to services, we're gonna actually have some paid services. So we actually did originally have a paid service called Raven Intel. It's been dead for a while because we've been completely reworking it, remaking it. But for, Raven Intel, at one point, we just realized, like, this is actually kind of stupid. We can just make this for free. So I want to make sure that if we're providing a paid service, it's one that's worth paying for. And I definitely think some people found Raven Intel worth paying for. We did have a couple of people paying for Raven Intel, but it was like, honestly, like, you guys would be better just getting this for free, because it's like, come on, we can do better. And this actually leads me into talking about what you guys may have read on the roadmap, a Raven ad network, right? So like, I know that's immediately very concerning, it can sound like, but hear me out. The current ad landscape fucks everybody. It fucks companies, it fucks users, it fucks the websites that display the ads, it fucks everybody. And the only reason they exist right now is because how else are you really supposed to monetize your website, right? Like, if I'm running a blog or I'm running like this website or whatever, how am I supposed to generate revenue to keep the website afloat? If it's like a news site even or something. That's why you see them so packed full of ads, is because each of those ads will make them fractions of cents. Like it is crazy. They get paid like jack shit, and it slows down the website experience. It invades your privacy, and it makes you just upset because you're trying to read this fucking article and your face is full of all this extra shit that's just constantly flashing in your face, and it's annoying as shit. And then the companies get fucked because the companies are spending exorbitant prices. There's like auctioning systems and trying to, like, you have to like bid for the spots and everything. And it's so stupid. They end up paying so much money for these shitty ads, and the ad network is very opaque, I would say. It's not completely transparent with the companies that it works with. It's usually very, you have to go through Google, and I actually think Google even got sued for like a scandal about their ads or whatever. I can't even recall. It was something regarding like how a lot of websites were actually just displaying ads that weren't even visible or something, and it was really scamming the companies that were paying for the ad space and everything. But anyways, that's besides the point. And even ad quality. Let's talk about ad quality for a second. If you ever, I mean, you guys watching this without an ad block on, ad quality has gone so down the shitter. There are so many AI generated slop products that are being sold, and just so many scams and everything running through Google's ads. It's absurd. So no, we shouldn't deal with this shit. There's a better system for everyone. One which actually respects the user and respects consent and respects their privacy and respects them as a person, respecting the companies displaying the ads by not overcharging the shit out of them, and also helping the websites actually get paid a fair amount for displaying the advertisements. Now, we're working hard on that as well right now, but it's obviously not our top priority at the moment. That number one top priority is Alternet, because we absolutely need to focus and make some good progress on that project. That is Raven's magnum opus of a project. Originally, I called Talon kind of our magnum opus, but no, it's, I would say, absolutely, Alternet is our biggest project yet. It is the project I'm the most passionate about, and I seriously want to get it done. And I would say that is like the heart of Raven right there, is Alternet, because it really captures all of Raven's philosophies and what the project is even about. So, but anyways, it's not our most highest priority project because we're focusing on that stuff, but we are still working on it. I expect it to take maybe a couple of months to fully get going, but I would really I think it'll be pretty cool. It just really the biggest part is it depends on the websites and it depends on the companies who are willing to participate. because companies will need a reason to use this ad platform. If nobody's using this, if no websites are displaying these ads, then what's the point? And then if no, if no companies are paying for the ads, then what's the point for the websites to display them, right? So it's kind of this circle problem, but if enough people are interested in it, enough website operators, enough companies are interested in potential in a way better, way more honest ad network that actually respects you and respects your users all the while, then let me know. Let me know what you guys think. And any companies want to reach out and kind of work with us on this, or any developers, any website operators who are hearing this and kind of interested in it, let me know, because the entire idea is, is to not pack your website full of a fuck ton of tracking and JavaScript and shit. It's to actually display ads that sell your product without fucking over everybody in the product and the process, where we get to walk away with all the money, like how Google and everyone else does it. So I am very curious how you guys will think about that, because it's been an idea that I've been cooking for a while, and I actually really like the sound of the idea, but I'm curious kind of what the general perception is. So a lot's coming. I'm very excited for what's coming next. I know it's been quite an inactive period for progress, I would say. Especially just the fact that, like, it's really just because we've been working hard on we have a lot that we're already working on, and we're just trying to work on that stuff right now. So it's kind of that awkward period where there's not too much new stuff coming out, or like any crazy hype stuff or whatever. But you guys will see. Just give us a couple weeks, give us a couple months and everything. We're still working on it. The documentary, I only expect to take a few more weeks, maybe 2-3 more weeks, and then it should be good to go. And it really depends on how, whenever, because I'm not able to actually drive myself, so it depends on whenever we can get a ride to go out to the places and actually talk to the people. It depends. We're still looking for an editor to hire. So I have a couple people I'm talking to about potentially being the editor, but we still haven't like fully decided, you know what I mean? Now, also one little more detail before I head out. We did actually have someone on our team called Jorin or something. It's really hard to pronounce his username. Anyways, he's been let off the team, and the reason why is financial reasons mostly. Raven has been in a little bit of a tough spot right now, just because Raven is entirely funded by. We're funded by my own pocket. Donations on this channel, or sorry, sponsorships on this channel. So like the Proton sponsorship, and we are funded by donations too. So there's been a lack of sponsorships recently, and also I've been dealing with some things myself. So it hasn't been the strongest time right now financially for Raven, but we're getting through it. And Jorin's, or however you say, its output for how much we were paying him, we really expected him to do a lot more. We were paying him very well, very well, and the reason why is because we like expected a lot more out of him, and then he ended up seriously under delivering. So we just decided it would be best to put that money elsewhere where it would have more value. So that's why we made that choice. But I believe that's everything caught up now. So what you guys can expect in the next couple of days is I'm working on a self-hosted life and like home lab series. I got a brand new laptop here, and I have some hardware back there, like two mini PCs right there. I'm going to be doing this series where I self-host my own shit. I basically just disconnect from all of the big external services and stuff. I self-host my own storage. I self-host my own AI. I self-host my own everything, where I can just my own media server, everything like that. And so I'm actually really excited to make that. It's in progress right now. The hardest part is just camera work because I just have this, fucking webcam that you guys are seeing me through right now, and I have my phone, so it's not like I have a, really nice ass web camera or anything. But so that's what you guys can expect in the next couple of days. Then you guys can expect the documentary. And this upcoming weekend, we are going to be doing another Alternet, one of the bi-weekly live streams. So I'm very excited for what's coming next. This new website design, by the way, that I showcased you guys, is rolling out in the next couple of days. I still need to polish it. I still need to work on some of the other pages first and get it kind of finished up, but then it will it'll become public. If you guys want to stay completely up to date with information, if you guys want to just chat with me directly, I'm very active in our Discord server. Oh, excuse me. I'm very active in our community Discord server, links in the description. If you want to join in and just chat with the community, you want to chat with me, if you have ideas, suggestions, anything like that, I'm down to hear them. I really want to hear what your guys' feedback is. I'd love to hear it. So that's really about it. See ya. Oh, and also, I think I said it again. I think I said it at the beginning, but I'll say it again. Thank you guys very much for 50,000 subscribers. That is crazy. That is really fucking wild to think about. So seriously, thank you all.